Good morning, fellow simmers. It's a bit early here today for me, well, for usual, but I needed to get up early so I could finish this for you guys so I can have it up today. It is Friday, the 10th of April, and I'm apartment hunting today, and I'm super excited because we're finally moving at the end of this month. So I'm going apartment hunting again, and I'm going to have so much fun. Maybe we'll see. Hopefully, I find the one, but I decided to upload this week because, just to give a little break from the LPs, and I'll probably have the third part of the LP up either tomorrow or Sunday or Monday, maybe, because there's another build that I want to have up that's a collab with Lacey Sims, and I'm super, super excited to do it. But I am going to probably spend all day tomorrow doing it since I finally have a day off. You guys don't even understand. I've just worked so many days in a row now, and I've had no time to do videos. So a lot of the videos you see they were probably filmed back a little bit, only by like a few days, but they weren't filmed definitely on the day that they came out. Maybe the day before, but probably a few days before. So anywho's it, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this build and where the idea came from. This is, as you can see from the title, called Papercakes Boutique, and that's after my friend's shop actually in Charlottetown, PEI. If you're ever in Charlottetown, you have to go. It's called Papercakes Pretty, and she does like a sort of boutique style, like clothing and jewelry and knickknacks and stuff for like plus size women as well as, like more petite women. And then she also does nails in the front of her shop too, and they are gorgeous, let me tell you. She's done nails for me a couple times now, and they're beautiful every time. So I also recommend getting your nails done by her. So yeah, let's see, what else can I tell you? She's a very cutesy person, and she just has great tastes in fashion and in just everything she buys in her store. It's very her. It's very like girly, but like with an edgier side sometimes. And she does a lot of work from local artists and local jewelry makers and such. So she's a very big advocate for, like, buy locally and stuff. And I'm sure she can tell you more about her shop. And I'm going to leave all of her links in the description below, of course, because you need to go visit her sites if you have the time. So even if this, video only generates a few more views for her, I'll be happy. So she runs a pretty successful little business over in Charlottetown, so if you're ever there, go visit. But all the colors in this build are, of course, inspired by her shop, and I know her shop looks like way different on the outside, but I think she also lives in an apartment above the shop. I'm not sure if her and her two boys do or not, but basically, I wanted to put an apartment above the shop too, and it is like a small 2-bedroom apartment. I'm sure hers is way bigger, but I made this build pretty small because I didn't want to like make like a huge store. So it's a 2-bedroom. The second bedroom is definitely a child's bedroom, and I made it with bunk beds for two boys. But of course, in The Sims, that actually would not work. So as that would not work, you can still have one boy or one girl sleep on the bottom, just no one can sleep on the top. But it is nice to look at. So there's that, and there isn't a living room, but there's a reading nook, and I kind of figure, they probably don't really need a big living room or anything. There's probably like enough space in there, but anyway, it's just supposed to be like a small apartment, so all of the colors, this shop is very blue and pink and girly and cute, and she's very cutesy, so I think that turned out well. And also those fountains in the front, they're definitely not my idea. I wish I was that creative, but those sort of like in the stone fountains, the idea I got from Simmer Deb, and she's absolutely wonderful. You definitely need to check out her channel too, but those are her idea as far as I know. I don't know if she got them somewhere else too, but I think they're her idea, and I absolutely love them every time she does them. So I definitely, recommend checking out her channel as well. And yeah, so I pretty much went with what I could find. I wasn't sure what to make the top color, but I ended up just making it white because I really wanted to make the bottom sort of stand out. And right now, just working on the layout. I wanted to have a downstairs bathroom for guests, or I guess like employees, and just anyone who comes in the store. So your Sims aren't going upstairs, or not your Sims. So like Sims who are coming to buy things aren't going upstairs into your house, because that's like, no, that's kind of like rude. But there is definitely like upstairs bathroom, and the main master bedroom is it's not super huge, but it's big enough for all your furniture. And then the child's bedroom's a bit small, but there's a pretty good sized bathroom, and I really like how the kitchen turned out. I go with like a lime green kitchen, which you'll see in a while, but I also did a sort of wall divider in the shop because Chelsea has that in her shop. It's like runs through the middle, so she does more like nails up front, and in the back is like all the clothes and all the jewelry, and it's just gorgeous and I love it. And so I put that divider in there, and I was having a hard time picking a window, but I ended up just picking like one of the big shop windows to put in there, because she does have like a space open window in there, but we don't have one of those in Sims yet. So what am I doing right now? I'm just working on landscaping a bit. I really did not landscape this house much at all because I really did not feel like it, honestly. And, it's like a shop. It's not supposed to be super, super landscaped like you would a house. Like, they have a certain amount of landscaping, shops definitely do, but not to the extreme of like, putting like barbecues out and stuff. And I know there is an apartment up top, so of course, like there could be a barbecue and stuff, but I didn't put one. You can definitely add one in super easily. You can add a pool or whatever you want, fence in the backyard, you know, do with it what you will. But I was just going for very basic. And by the time I like finished this, it was already took me a few hours to do this. So honestly, I was, a bit ready to like finish. So putting the mannequins in the front there, I had a really hard time finding retail stuff for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it was more when I was doing the outside I had a hard time. And then when I was doing the inside, I think I had moved one of my test sims over there, so everything went way better. And I think that's because, it has to be known as like a retail lot or something. And then it will be way easier to find that stuff. But I also went back later and I decorated all the mannequins with lovely outfits, and some of them are custom content though, and others are just outfits. So yeah, right now I'm just putting out all the tables basically that came with Get to Work, because I didn't know what I wanted to use yet, so I just put out everything, and I figured I could just copy any over if I wanted to make any more. And I'm actually recording this voiceover as of now for the second time, because for some reason my screen recorder is a douche. So not screen recorder, my audio recorder on iMovie is just a dick today, apparently. It did this once before, and I had to re-record most of the audio on a video, so I hope this second time it works. I think it just almost like times out at some point, and it just doesn't want you to keep talking, I guess. But as I don't think I would have said it now, but I moved the building back a little bit to make some more space for the cash register area, and the cash register area is pretty much I think where she has it in the store, though to the right side of the cash is supposed to be more like clothing racks and such, but I more made it like a clutter area with like perfumes and like hand soaps and stuff. And I definitely go back and decorate more of this later, and I think I might change the colors a bit, but I'm not sure. But I tried to use as much Get to Work stuff as physically possible, and I really tried not to use a lot of regular game stuff, as I already said, just because this is Get to Work, and it is, hey, Get to Work, let's build, or speed build. So What am I doing here? Yeah, I was having some difficulties with the auto placing because I hate all the auto placing, but having some difficulties there. So I ended up a few times just getting to the point where I was like, screw it, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore, and I just would just like leave it whatever way it was. So she also has a very like cute, style, of course, and I know she has a lot of like some plushies and knickknacks and stuff around. So I put in some plushies from the kids section, of course, because they're absolutely adorable, and I want that dragon in real life. It is so freaking cute. And that clutter table over there, it's a little too cluttery. I kind of wish I had done it a little better, but I was like doing this pretty late, I think, the first time. So I was just getting to the point where I was like, you know what? I just fuck it. Let's just do this as fast as possible. So this video took me like a few days to do, honestly. I did it yesterday or the day before. Today is Friday. I did it yesterday or the day before for a couple hours, and then the first part of the build, which was most of the outside, I did for a couple hours a few days ago because I did a lot of like messing around and a lot of pausing that you don't see in the video, but I did a lot of mucking around, unsure of exactly how I wanted it to be, and I'm kind of, I'm okay with how it turned out. I like it. I feel like it could have been a little better on the outside, but I do really like the inside, especially the upstairs once we get there. The upstairs, I think, has turned out really cute, and I like the lime green in the kitchen. And I'm not really a lime green person, so that goes to show you that I definitely like the kitchen. And if you see back here in this little corner, it's kind of one of those Nada rooms. I don't know why they did that with the game mechanics, but I fix it after. And then, there's like the or the outside trim between the second and first floor that ends up being a nuisance and it disappears, and I tried to fix it to no avail, unfortunately. But if you know how to fix it or can help me out, that'd be totally wonderful. I guess you could probably, if you knew how to fix it, you could just fix it in your own games if you download this. And this should be in the gallery. I think if it's not, it will be in the gallery within a couple days. I'm not sure if my Studio Loft ended up being uploaded or not. It should be, but whoops if it's not. So sorry about that. If you ever look them up in the gallery and they're not there, please let me know. I'm pretty sure this is in the gallery though, and you can look it up under probably Papercakes Boutique or Papercakes or my username Catzilla. You can always look it up under that too. And if you want to look at my origin ID to see all the fun stuff I've done, then you can look up Catzilla7, just how it's spelled on my channel, but with the 7 at the end. Because, numbers, and someone had my username already, unfortunately. But yeah, so I think I'm almost done downstairs. I'm just working on some of the back here because I didn't put a barbecue or anything. I just put, I love that little, what's it called? Oh my God, why can't I remember what this, flamingo. I love that little flamingo. It's so cute. And here we go. Now I'm working on the kitchen, and you'll see my lime green. It took me a minute though to decide what I wanted to do. At first I was like, oh, you know what? Should I do like a neutral color? Then I was like, no, I should definitely do a fun color. But I was like, I don't want to do pink and blues again because I just did a bunch of pink and blue. So I ended up doing lime green, and I think it turned out pretty good. And I ended up putting up, I think, like a brick, like a lighter brick backsplash too, and I think that looks pretty nice. And I don't know, I just liked all the different cabinets and stuff. They're just, a nice, like, bright color, but not, like, obscenely, like, bright or anything. I don't know. I like it. I think it's cool. But I left some counter space too, or I made sure to. And I put some antique-ish chairs here for the table because I know Chelsea has some more of like antique-y stuff in her store, and I love old school like antique furniture. So I put those for the dining room, and I put a little reading nook in here. And, I'm scrolling through things trying to find like that stupid fork and spoon thing. And you could tell I haven't like built enough in this if I can't find stuff, because in Sims 3, I just knew where everything was. And then, of course, I struggled with a room color, but then I really liked this yellow. I thought it was really cute and very like springtime, very Eastery almost. And Easter has just passed about a week ago. Yes, about a week ago now, because it is the 10th of April. So Easter was not too long ago. So maybe we're a bit of reminiscing here on Easter. And, grabbing some doors that don't fit apparently. And I also realized that I forgot to paint that wall there on the outside of the bathroom. Don't worry, I go back and fix that, and it is fixed in the gallery. So it's a pretty, decent sized bathroom. And just sorry, I know you guys can hear it, but I was getting a call. So going out, actually, I don't know if you know this now because a bunch of my audio deleted, but going out apartment hunting today. Super excited. Actually, I might have mentioned that at the first of the video, but I went with a light purple bathroom because, sticking with our pastel color theme, and I brought some of that stone inside. And I really like Chelsea's bedroom here, how it turned out, or just, the master bedroom. I did go back to the blues and pinks. I'm sorry, I did, but I think it turned out really cute, and I would totally have this room if my boyfriend wouldn't kill me for having so much pink and blue. But I like that plaster wall, and I know I changed that. I think what I did is I ended up going with more of a blue room, and then I changed the bed to pink. Yes, I do. All right, good. I remember this well. So yeah, so it's very, blue and pink and very cute. And I have my signature closet there that I'm going to do in the corner. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff to fit into this one room. So I ended up using the stand-up dresser, and it's in that antique looking thing. And I really wanted to use the llama poster, the pop art. I think it's so cute. So I don't know, it doesn't really go with the room, but I think it's funky and I really like it. So I had to put it in there, and I'm sorry if it doesn't go with the room. But instead of putting the glass door I usually put on there for the closet, I just put sort of like, a walk-in closet. That's actually like my closet back at my parents' house, but not at my apartment. But it's like that. And I am going to struggle with this for a little while, placing that bed, because it kept popping back down and being really frustrating. So it does fix it in the end, and it's fine in the gallery, but I went with blue and red, or it's kind of like I don't know, it's like a bit of a pinky red on my screen. Like, is it that color to you guys? But I don't know, you can let me know in the comments. I put a bunch of posters around because, it is a little boy's room, and oh my gosh, I love that dragon toy. It's so cute. They had to have awesome toys if their mom owns such an awesome store. So I end up I don't put a dresser in, I just put the sort of, it's not an armoire. Is it an armoire? That thing on the end. And anyway, so I put in the desk and the funky lamp, and I think I'm almost done actually. I really wanted to go with the kids' wallpaper because I haven't used any of the kids' wallpapers really yet, except for I think in my Immortal Sisters LP. I'm pretty sure I used it, but almost done here, and we're about to jump into the screenshots, I believe, and working with that bed still. Alright, so now we're in the screenshots, and this is the final product of the Papercakes boutique. And as you can see, very cute, very blue and pink, and I love the inside as much as the outside. And I don't know, I like how it turned out, and if you guys liked all my commentary too about Chelsea's store and everything, I definitely recommend you go check out her store online. You can buy some things online, I believe, and then some things you can only buy in store. But if you're ever in Charlottetown, I definitely recommend you go. I can't remember the exact street address. I think it's Wellington, maybe. I forget. I haven't lived in Charlottetown for like a year or two now, so it's a bit hazy, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, my name is Kat, and you will definitely be seeing more retail builds from me soon. So thank you guys for watching. Check out Chelsea's links below, and have a great week, guys.